The next level.
Welcome to Next Level Sports. I am Anthony Gemma, and I have the distinct honor to introduce a man who I admire, Jimmy Burchfield Sr. I want to welcome you to our program, Jimmy.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
We're glad to have you, and you've done so many things, great things for our state, great things in the sport of boxing, and I kind of wanted you to tell our viewers about yourself, because this show actually certainly gets more than just our local viewers.
Well, I started off in this career of boxing and combat sports as actually as a fighter, and I went to almost every phase, and my mom didn't want me in the ring, and I had to hide all my stuff for every time I went to the gym and everything, until I ended up with a broken nose and come home full of blood and everything. But as we went along, being in the restaurant business here in Rhode Island, and I stood with the boxing, and I became a local boxing judge. And then I became an international boxing judge, and we judge world championship fights all over the world. And I always wanted to go back to my country in Italy, and I was in Rome, and we're in an arena, and I'm judging a world championship fight, and I said, what could be better than this? But as I was moving along and I was watching all the promoters, some were good, some weren't good, I said, you know, I think I could do this promotion business as well as anybody else could. That's almost 20 years ago. So I had to relinquish my judgeship, which I was torn because I loved it so much. And I became, you know, a promoter. And my first event I did was at a little place here in Rhode Island called Rocky Point. And the first event that I did, I lost $28,000. I said, maybe I should go back. Yeah, I said, maybe I should go back to judging again. But I am not a type of person that gives up easy. So we continued, and we brought it from being just a little promoter to being a promoter that's recognized all over the world.
So you actually are known as the world's hardest working promoter.
Yeah, well, I work as hard as that's what it takes to do anything in life, as you know, and all the accomplishments that you've made. That no one just gives you it. Yeah. You have to work for it. And you know, when we have athletes getting into the ring and their life's on the line, they're working hard, so you should be working hard too.
So obviously, you know, the name of the show is The Next Level. What do you see the next level in boxing? Where do you think things are going now? I mean, it's such a dynamic sport. I
think that there's people out there like Floyd Mayweather being one of them. I think Floyd Mayweather is boxing right now. Forget he's got to fight Pacquiao, he's got to do this. He is the man. He's a combination of everything. He's a Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Rocky Marciano. He's everything, because he can, right, he can box, he can punch, he's so slick, and you know what? He's a handsome guy, and so he's loved. He's loved, so he doesn't have to be challenged by anyone. He's the guy. If you fight him, you're going to make money. So basically, he's boxing right now. Everyone wants to see him fight. His last pay-per-view event was out of the sky, and you know, listen. He's kind of reminds me a little bit with his brashness sometimes. But that's his brand. It's like our own Vinny Paz over here. And when Vinny got into a ring, you know, you never knew what he was going to do, what he was going to wear.
That's right.
And that's something like Floyd. Floyd's his own man. So, you know, we have people like that. And as long as we have people like that, there's going to be boxing. You know, when people say, well, boxing's on a decline, it surely isn't. I mean, when you have fights that people want to see. There's bad promoters. There's bad promoters that put bad fights together. Before the fighters go in the ring, they know who's going to win. That's not the entertainment dollar with the budget crisis and everyone's going through right now. The last dollars that anyone is spending. Consequently, you got to entertain them. That's what I tell the fighters. You know, they come and see you. They've got to pay their rent, their lease, their car, their insurance, everything else. And they're coming to see you, so you need to entertain them.
So young fighters coming up, what do you recommend? Is it just pure hard work, or is it a whole lot more?
Oh no, you know, Teddy Atlas, I have one of my sons going through a medical issue right now, and Teddy Atlas sent me a note after I went to his time last Thursday. And he said to me in the note, you know, pure talent isn't enough. You're going to be tested. Every human being is going to be tested beyond their pure talent, meaning that if you're a fighter, you're going to get hurt. Now, what are you going to do when you get hurt? So your morals and how you've lived your life and what you've done in life is going to bring you to the next level.
Great quote.
There you go, okay? So consequently, and that says it all. We're all going to be tested, you know, and how I try to run the business, because there are characters in the business that I'm in. There's no doubt about it, you know, and there's always someone out there coming through the woodwork that they're going to take the world over, they're going to do this and they're going to do that. They have no idea what they're going to do or how they're going to do it. And consequently, when you're tested, how you've done, what you've done in your life is going to bring you to that next level.
Yep. Well, we really appreciate your time, Mr. Burchfield, and thank you for being here, and looking forward to your next fight.
We want to see you keep going, Anthony, in many different directions.
We really appreciate it.
We love you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.